All right, welcome back everybody. Time then for the penultimate final of the day. Performance single medium, performance single heavy, and that unrestricted shifter of Brock George. This is 2024 championship season for Oscards Racing. South East Queensland Championship round 4 of the away days at Warwick Car Club. And here come the Rockets. Alrighty, let's make some introductions. Alrighty, in 1, Bradley George. Out of 2, Mark Walker. From 3, Zach Phil. Out of 4, Brock George. From 5, Michael George. From 6, Jacob Edwards. From 7, Tommy Ludby. From 8, Stevie George. From 9, Harry Arendt. From 10, Grant Edwards. From 11, Jake Malima. From 12, Will Coleman. From 13, Benny Blackman. They are the drivers. Getting ready, and they slow it all down and form it all up. What has Mark Walker got in store? He's off the outside of young Bradley George. And he for sure will be looking to go hard and sweep it round the outside. Alrighty, here we go then. The penultimate final of the day. It's been a cracker day of racing. Enduros to come tomorrow. I get to race. Me and Big Al are going to try and do our very best as we get ready to go. Green light racing, and away we go. Bradley. Whoa, they all bunch up close and tight. Bradley gets a hold shot. Mark Walker sneaks through the middle gap. Stevie George is muscling in there into 6. Oh no! Walker off the curb. Wow, that was a big one. Now they head around. Through goes the shifter. Hanging on in there is, hanging on to it I should say, is Brock George. Harry Arendt not there, Jake Malima not there, no Vance Lagoda, Zach Walvin, and the leaders come round. Infinity Lifestyle. Through they go. Through McCracklins, on to Bendigo Bank, then to Lustec. Down Kart Sport News they head. Walker inside. New leader. Walker to the lead. Marky Walker has gone to the lead. Walker from George, then Phil, Edwards, Ludby, George, Edwards, Coleman, George, then Benny Blackman. Right, they all go. All in close proximity and still rattling the cages, and now back to the lead has gone Bradley George. Somebody went dirty for 30. Going that fast, I couldn't see who it was. As they head around, lap times 52.3s. The shifter 51.1. Starting to get to the back of this pack on the inside. Big lunge from Edwards. Didn't get it done. Then he does allow it through. Ludby let him through. Edwards then eventually made him stick. Stevie George goes to on Ludby as well. Meanwhile, back towards me still. Bradley George, Walker, Michael George. They all flash past. There is Benny. Benny Blackman. Whoa. Continues to hunt. Meanwhile, Michael George in front now of Zach Phil. Zach Phil will be desperate to get back after him, but Zach Phil has also got to try and chase down Marky Walker. They're being dropped by Bradley George, and Bradley 14 49.412. That is some kind of time. That is nearly a second faster. George Walker, George. Still all to play for. And still Walker holds them up. Walker, George and Phil, Michael and Zach Phil now right on their tail, and they've been joined by Edwards. Edwards then right on that pack, and then behind them George Ludby, then Grant Edwards goes through. Still Edwards on the back of Phil. Whoa, Phil low. Holds him. Still he holds. Then Phil goes inside. Phil gets through, does he? Has to do the switch on Michael. Doesn't get it done. Edwards couldn't go either. Round they head. Down into easy as construction. Who goes the shifter? Back towards me they will come. Heading out of fast code onto infinity it is. Bradley George 1, Mark Walker 2, Michael George, Zach Phil, Jacob Edwards, then Stevie George and Tommy Ludby, then Grant Edwards, Will Coleman and Brock George. Will Coleman then giving Grant Edwards something to think about. Grant having to hold. This is lap number 5 completed as we go through the field. In the mediums, Bradley George, Mark Walker, whoa, third him and Michael George, Phil, Edwards, Stevie George. In the heavy, Ludby from Grant Edwards, then Will Coleman. Following them still the shifter of Brock George. At the back still, Benny Blackman. Here comes Benny. On to lap number 6. Will be 4 to go after this one. And still Edwards giving Phil a real run for his money. Phil is holding. Edwards looking to go inside. Not quick enough. Can't get it done. Phil goes wide. Edwards has another look. Round they go. Still George, Walker, George, Phil, Edwards. Onto him. There is Ludby. Stevie George, here comes Edwards and Coleman. And Grant keeping him behind at the moment. Can he get to him though? Can he hold? Still Grant hanging on in there. Coleman all over him like a rash. This is P2 and P3. The pair of them getting caught by the shifter as they go through McCracklins. On they go to Bendigo Bank. Dinner's almost there. Dinner is very nearly ready. There goes your leader, Bradley George, into QMSO. Underneath, Skipper's Building Group, the Tower of Terror. Still Walker, George, Phil, and Edwards together. There is Ludby, your leader in the heavies, with now 3 to go. 2 after this one. 1 more final to come. Edwards, he's got him. Edwards goes through on Zach Phil. Edwards has got it done on Zach Phil. So Jacob up into P4 as the leaders all come round LKS. On they go to QMSO, back towards me. Next time round will be the white flag. And Bradley George, 49.2, 49.6 to Walker. 0.3 of a second quicker. There goes Grant. Oh, Coleman has gone back, so I think there's been a bit of an issue with Grant Edwards and Will Coleman. For some reason, Will is way back. So I think there may have been a coming together out of my line of sight. Last lap time, 1 to go. Bradley George is gonna bring it home. Halfway round his last lap. Walker chasing. Edwards! Through on Michael! Edwards has got another one! Another scout for Jacob Edwards! He's up to 3! Jacob Edwards has made his way through 4 cars and he's got himself eventually up into P3 just as Belinda comes. So it is, ladies and gentlemen, performance single medium winner Bradley George, second Mark Walker, third Jacob Edwards, then it was Michael George, followed by Zach Phil, and winner Tommy Ludby from Grant Edwards, Will Coleman and Benny Blackman. The rest of them, Stevie George bringing it home. Well done to them all, and Brocky had an absolute blast. Well done them all. Well done to Will. Back with the next live feed very soon.